I got ice in my veins. Walk like a champion, champion, champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I fear nobody. Ain't no letting down, I won't let you down. 'Cause I got ice in my veins. I talk like a champion, like a champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I'm so cold-blooded. I fear nobody, I fear nobody. I walk like a champion.
What's up, everybody? This is episode 86 of the Saratoga Sports Podcast. I am your host, Justin Thomas. Along with me is John Mutu. To my right, to my other right, is Miles Wilson. And to my far right, Matt Barba, the Saratoga Sound Man. That's right, we're here to bring you everything sports and anime. You want to call in, dial that number 914-819-3117. I repeat, that's 914-819-3117. Gentlemen, it's very nice to meet you. Very nice to be here today.
Thanks for having us.
Yes. Of course. On
is
this,
that your personal cell?
On this 420, don't worry about it. It may be a scam call. It may not be. We don't know.
A wise man
give me a great deal
said,
on my
"Don't
car's
worry about
extended
it,
warranty."
sweetheart."
I can. I will definitely be calling you and saying, "Hey, your warranty is expired, even though you don't even own a car."
Wow.
And it's also a good day because you know why? It's 420. It's 420, man.
Yep.
Dude.
We need
And as you can
edibles for
see,
this episode.
420.
Justin
dude.
had edibles, and he didn't even have edibles.
Come on, man. You know,
He didn't
I'm just
share.
vibing, you know.
Nah, John, you had the edibles, the shrimp-flavored edibles.
He did. He had a whole bag of it,
Yes.
you know.
Yeah, that's a fact. You ate the whole thing, though.
Just out,
And I know you know a lot about that.
just out here, you know,
whole
trying to
thing.
live
Get
life,
done now.
man.
Yeah.
You know, we're just in this world. We're just
Yeah.
existing.
Oh, yeah. I
You know
like
a lot about it too, because
yeah.
you don't email them.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't email.
So is this what you're saying? Is
You know-
you be doing pot, Miles?
doing pots?
Yeah. Do you pot?
Doing the reefer,
Doing the
the
pot?
reefer,
doing the reefer,
reefer,
Yeah.
the marijuana,
The marijuanas,
dope.
marijuanas, the Mary Janes.
You smoking dope?
Hey, you smoke? You got any grass, man? Yeah.
Where's the fucking blow?
Dude, what up, Matt?
Matt.
know,
Matt. Matt.
We're at Giant, you know, getting food for the wife, you know. Where's the fucking blow? Happy Halloween.
Fucking Halloween.
Ah, that was a good. Where is that? Was that when I was trying to get some blow? Yeah. Where ass was that when I was trying to get the dime back? I kid. It's all jokes, man. It's fun.
Yeah.
I enjoy coming here.
But you know, not to make not light of a situation, but you know it's not a joke.
What?
Yeah. You know I had to do it. You know I had to do it. 6-game winning streak. We not a fucking joke. We back.
Well, since here in streak as of this moment,
Yes.
as of 7:52 on April 20th, 6-game winning streak.
Hey yo, John, just drop a bomb for me real quick, man. I need one. Yo, let me tell y'all something about my boy Julius Randle, yo.
Talk on it.
Yo. Eastern Conference Player of the Week. Put some respect on my boy's name, son. Let me tell you something right now, yo. 34 points, bro. Yo. 32 points, bro. When on the same team, dropped 33 points, bro. And on the Dallas Mavericks, he gave 44 on Kristaps' head, bro. And 10 point and 10 assists, bro. Come on, son. Yo, Yeah, the Mavericks killer. That's because he's from Dallas, though. I feel like Rubens brought that up about him being the Mavs killer, but I never realized he was from Dallas.
I think I was talking to Ruben about it on Twitter actually, because it's like he's a versus Mavs all-star and has been, and I don't blame him. And I actually wanted him on the Mavs when he first left the Lakers.
Oh yeah.
And I would probably listen if my hometown team didn't really make me an offer, like didn't really express much interest in me after I repeatedly torched them, because he was torching us when he was on the Lakers.
True.
Torched us when he was on the Pelicans, and still won't make an offer. I'm gonna torch them even worse every time. Like,
Yeah. And that's that on that, bro.
I don't blame him. I blame us. We failed him.
And I was talking to my mans about this, and like we've had this conversation about Julius numerous times. This is crazy, son. At the beginning of the year, we were saying trade this man, and now it's like
Just let his value go up.
it's
so they
just
can trade him.
this just like not like now what? You know what I'm saying? Like it makes it a very bad contract signed at the beginning of last summer becomes a very good contract going into next season.
I don't think it was that bad of a contract, to be honest. I feel like at that point, well, one, we didn't know about a pandemic, but at that point, everyone's like, the cap goes up every year over and over.
No.
And it was a 3-year deal?
Yep.
And to me, it was like y'all had tons of cap room. It wasn't like you took a cap hit with it. You were getting a player who was going to have the best stats on your team at that time, regardless. And it to me, like I was talking about it with my boys because one of them made a really dumbass statement saying, "Oh, it looks like the Knicks won the trade," and I was like, "You don't have any of the returns, but whatever." It's just trade doesn't look as lopsided. But anyway, I was like, it's not that big of a deal because you guys could have signed him without that cap space anyway. And I just feel like both sides went in like, you're going to probably help me win some games. You're going to help me show that I'm a better player in this league. So when this contract is up, I'm going to get an even bigger contract. And I can't say that either side is unhappy with that outcome right now. Julius Randle or the Knicks.
Well, I mean, I don't think it was. On paper, it's not a bad contract. I think optically speaking, optics wise, it
After
was
you're supposed to get two max level
because
players.
you were,
Right,
exactly
after-
after you're supposed to get, you were supposed to get KD and Kyrie.
No.
And Zion.
Yeah, and Zion.
And
Yo,
Zion.
That
It
was
was
supposed to be the big
trifecta.
three. Yep.
Right? So that was supposed to what happen, right? And then they end up going to your crosstown rival, right? Which is a horrible look. Then you saw this is the highest paid the highest paid free agent that they got, right? That season. Then also coupled with poor roster buildup, management. That's what made it look way worse because then it was him and like what 5 other power forwards.
Bobby
Taj
Portis.
Gibson.
Yep.
Like, so that's what made it bad. So it kind of not put him in a hole, but it kind of like skewed people's opinions of it because it was supposed to be different. Now, if there was no expectation for the Knicks to get free agents, which is never the case because every single year we expect the Knicks to get a free agent.
Expectations like us, we're expected to strike out every year.
Exactly. So if it was just like if they were just like a regular like if the Nets were to have signed Julius Randle, nobody would have given a shit.
Everyone would be like, it's a pretty solid signing for a team that, is trying to get back to the playoffs.
And you pair him with D'Angelo, you got Joe Harris. Okay, I can see what they're doing. But because it's the Knicks, Julius Randle, after we were supposed to get KD
to get as,
or Kyrie
as
or
I
even
said, LeBron and Jesus.
Either Jesus, LeBron, Kawhi, and Paul George. Well, couldn't have gotten Paul George, but Kawhi, right? So, like, I would say it's been a success this year. Like Miles said, it was a rough first year, just statistically.
It was not his fault though. He was putting up numbers.
I would say a little bit of his fault too.
Yeah,
because his game is
definitely
he's definitely reworked his game.
Yeah.
He's no more doing the spinning top.
But at the same time,
He's not
part of the
doing
reason was he was like, Marcus Morris is the lead scorer. No one else is scoring. And he was like, RJ, you're not being aggressive.
Is it true?
Frank Ntilikina, you're not doing anything. He had no help. So I remember before it was, we were looking at a game and I feel like it was when we were talking with Keith about it. And it was like, you look at it and you watch him go, there's no one here who I can give the ball to who can score right now. So fuck it. It looks like I got to do it myself.
Yep.
And that's what happened. So he ended up forcing a lot, having to do the Pascal Siakam special because what else was he going to do?
We got to save
special.
Pascal from himself now.
Yeah.
We already saved Julius. We got to get Pascal out of this.
Pascal come to the
Because
Mavs,
Julius
so-
really don't be doing a spin move no more.
No.
Like
he doesn't need to.
he doesn't. You know what I'm saying? But aside from Julius, and Julius is obviously the centerpiece of it. Like he's killing right now, bro. Like he's literally. If you ask me, I would say Julius Randle is the most improved player in the NBA. And y'all put my Knicks bias aside. Like
No, I would say that too.
I think that's a pretty fair assessment.
Yeah.
But RJ's improved. You know what I'm saying?
That's a big part of it.
Yeah.
Especially his 3-point shooting as of late.
Because if it wasn't the rest of the team, he's Karl Anthony Towns to the shit.
Yep. And that's all that is. You know what I'm saying? RJ's improved. Quickly was a good draft pick. Reggie Bullock has surprisingly been good. Alec Burks has been our closer. You know what I'm saying? And even on top of that, us trading for Derrick Rose, I was actually worried about that move, but it actually has helped us tremendously.
I'm so it makes me so happy when I see Derrick Rose play good basketball, and he plays good basketball consistently now.
Yep.
Like it just makes me happy to see him play and to see him play like free again. You know what I mean? Like seeing all those years after the injuries where you can tell every time he jumped, he was worried about landing, like all that sort of shit. And now he's just like, I'm trying to get a bucket, dog.
Yep.
Yeah. And I think the Knicks' success is actually, who has helped the most? I think it's actually helped Obi Toppin the most, only to avoid as much criticism as he would get if it was a down year for the Knicks or if it was like the same year as last year. Which I'm still high on my Obi Toppin stock. I know his numbers don't look good, but you have to consider all the the factors, right? Limited training camp, absolutely no summer league, right?
Got 4 power forwards on the roster when he got drafted.
Like the best player is ahead of him. The best player on the team is ahead of him at his own position, right? Got injured in his 3rd game of the year, missed a whole chunk of that first late December and early January. So he's been playing catch up all year. And let's be honest, he really didn't hit his basketball stride until maybe his junior year of college.
Yep.
You know, so he's still learning, the game himself, learning what he should do. I mean, you see times where he doesn't take the 3-pointer on the wing when you're like, yo, bro, just shoot the ball. Yeah. Right? And then there's other times where he just chucks it up. And there's other times where, he should be cutting when he's not. And it is.
It takes time.
It takes time. He's 22.
Yeah.
Right?
Older
rookie.
He's going to be a late bloomer. And I feel like there's no problem with that. The problem is like, will he be with the Knicks by the time he gets to that point? Who knows?
It feels like his trajectory is Julius Randle, we're being honest.
I mean,
that's the vibe I get from him. And there's nothing wrong with that.
And there's nothing. I mean, well, look at what happened with Julius' career. He's progressed every single year. He's having the best season of his career in his late 20s, and he's an all-star leading a team that is in a playoff hunt.
Yeah.
You know what I think he could be? He could. I mean, it's going to be a little bit of ways, but maybe he becomes what Blake Griffin was that first year with the Pistons. Not maybe at that type of level, but to work his game to get at least maybe the mid-range consistent. Right. And then maybe at least shoot 1 or 2 threes a game from the top so that it keeps defenses honest. Because the athleticism is there.
I was thinking more of Josh Smith.
More Josh Smith?
Yeah, especially later on Josh Smith where he was like, I can't just dunk it every time.
Yeah.
But Josh was a way more consistent three, even when he first kind of came in.
Yeah. He always had the yap, but he wasn't using
it.
But that's just also how the league was at the time.
Right.
Power. You weren't expecting your power forward to be shooting 2, 3, 4 threes a game.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
But Toppin will come. Toppin, pause. That is a line right there. I'm sorry.
No. I don't got nothing for you. There you go. Yeah, there you go.
But. No, on the real, like the Knicks have a very solid thing going right now. Everything like I said, it reminds me of the Nets, the D'Angelo Russell Nets. Everything is house money at this point. They're gonna go to the playoffs.
Rebuild accelerated things, something you weren't expected.
Exactly, right? And you just build it organically. Now, yes, this year's free agent class is poor.
Yep.
But hey, if you do another, maybe get a 7 seed or 6 seed next year. Look, the free agent class the year after that looks a lot more promising, and maybe that's when you finally get that big star to come to New York.
Well, at that point, that big star might be Julius Randle. His contract's up, so
how much
you gonna pay him?
That's a good point. But the thing is that we have cap room because who else we play? Like,
but then it comes into how much are you paying Julius? What is Obi's progression?
Well, how the league is now, you can, but you can pay. I mean, even if Julius ends up being a max player, which
but
he
my
may
thing
or
is,
may
do you
not
want to pay a max player? Like, let's say Obi starts progressing. You want to play a max player at that position, which means you're going to be locking him down long term when you have this up and comer in Obi. Do you want to?
You said if Obi you said if he regresses.
No, starts progressing.
Oh, progressing.
Yeah,
he will.
Which he will.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, do you want to lock down that position for years to come?
I mean, honestly,
how Obi's turning out, because you can't really play them together.
Maybe the best case scenario for Obi is not. Maybe it doesn't pan out with the Knicks.
Yeah.
Or maybe 6-man, or maybe because of his game and how he needs the ball.
Yeah.
Maybe the Knicks just maybe not a good fit. Yeah. We'll see, but I don't see that they could work on the floor at the same time. Unless they do really small
but even
ball.
Just real quick before I forget, I think now that I think about it, Obi really might be in that Aaron Gordon mold. If he develops his game and also his defensive side, and someone who came in just knowing Obi's a more complete scorer, I would say, than Aaron Gordon came into the league at, but like kind of just doing some of the same things, just scoring at a higher rate.
Possibly.
I don't know. I mean, based off of his trajectory right now, like I don't see him being like a superstar or even like star level. You know what I'm saying? Like I think his ceiling is really good role player on a championship team. Like you're saying, like and that's what I'm saying. Like there's more players like that in the league than there are superstars. Yeah. And there's just as much place for great role players than there are superstars. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't know, because Obi still got to show me something. Like, I could be saying this right now, and next year Obi come out and just dog the league.
And we see that all the time, where you have a poor rookie season or a subpar rookie season, and then year 2 or 3 is really when you hit the ground running.
Yep, exactly.
Sure. So, I feel like if Knicks fans give up on Obi, it'd be now after what?
That would be
3-4 months. It'd be very, very, very Knicksy. Give him some time.
It would be Knicks-esque, but on the bright side is that Emmanuel quickly came out of it.
Exactly.
And a lot of people were saying, we should have drafted Tyrese Halliburton. Okay, maybe we should have. But we got Emmanuel quickly, which is like, literally, I don't want to say just as good, but it's like,
I mean,
Tyrese quickly is good, but different
but Halliburton a bucket.
Player.
He's a bucket.
And he's a floor general. He's not just a bucket. He's a floor general.
Yeah, but
to me, quickly's more of I'm coming out here to score.
I mean, Yeah, that's true too.
Tyrese doesn't.
But even though
he's taking on the role that he has to with Fox.
Yeah.
So
You know what? But that's okay. You know why? Because it's still year one.
regardless, you got it worked out. I feel like so.
So
No word.
Nice.
you know, it is what it is. Knicks, I guess, as they say over there in Knicks tape.
Next tape.
Knicks tape.
Yeah, bro. And oh, I'm sorry. And I gave all these niggas credit. I didn't give Thibs credit, so I gotta give Thibs
Coach of
credit.
the year.
Yeah.
That's Coach of the year. There is no. I mean, you can debate MVP, which I don't think you can at this point. I think
It's just games played at this point.
I think it's just games played, and it should go to Jokic,
It's probably will.
Especially with Murray out now.
especially with Murray out. And if they can stay within like that top 3 or 4 range, it's definitely going to be him.
Yep.
But I mean, Steph is making a case for himself too. But
I mean, we got it. That is something to discuss.
But
I mean, to me, it's living up to exactly how I expected it to. And I expected last season to go. And this year, where I said Steph was going to go off. We're going to see how good Steph is. And he's going to have to bust his ass to try and get them into the playoff race. And then he's going to break down.
isn't this what Bron fans have been like this last stretch of games for
Curry.
what do you call it? For Curry? Is this not what Bron fans wanted Curry to show? I guess last year when Clay and Draymond were out or something like that. It was
I
like,
guess so.
now he's got to carry a team by himself. Well, I mean, let's look at his last 13, 14 games.
Yes, very small sample size though.
But like
Very small sample
But
size.
it's insane.
that isn't. It's
Dude,
insane.
the last person to do this shit was Wilt, dog. That's how wild it.
Listen,
he's cooking.
but that's the thing is that this nigga Curry's he's a bucket. He's been a bucket. He'll always be a bucket. But it's still at the end of the day, it's
The
like
roster
yo,
is just so
it's
ass.
it's such a small sample size. Like even you look at when Kobe took over in 06, 07, bro, or 05, 06. I forgot which rest of games it was. But like Kobe was cooking. But even so, in both of those seasons, one year I believe they were 42 and 50, and then 42 and 40, and then the year before that they were like 45 and 37. So it's like even with that, look at LeBron the way he carried the 2017 Cavs. You know what I'm saying? And then when it was a 4 seed, like that, like he put the team on his back, and the team still wasn't even that good. It's not an easy thing to do, and I think it's something that we really take for granted.
It's a team
For
sport.
sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
you know what I'm saying?
Niggas can only do so much, right? It's a team sport.
Yep.
Like you can't pass to your like you have to inbound the ball. You need 2 people, right?
Yep.
Like so you
Indeed.
need teammates out there. And Steph could go off for 50 every single night for the rest of the season. They could still finish the season 500.
Yeah,
You need help.
that's a fact.
You know, it's crazy that we're talking about like he needs help when you have a healthy Andrew Wiggins on the team.
Yep.
But
Trish.
you know,
saying
it's
that.
Andrew Wiggins.
Been saying that for years.
Yeah,
It's been for years. It's
Bum-ass
Andrew Wiggins.
motherfucker.
yeah, I know.
You know, that should be his help. It should be like
He's still in the league because Drake shouted him out on draft day. That's what I'm
Kelly
jacking.
Oubre.
But it's like, you know, where like if I don't know how much Golden State you guys have watched, but to me,
Only when they play the Mavs.
like I would expect it. I mean, maybe a better version of what Harrison Barnes was for that Golden State. Where I know that
Okay.
you're missing Clay and
From who?
From Andrew Wiggins.
Oh, I thought you meant Oubre. Okay.
Interesting.
At least give
I
like
mean-
something. Like, cause like I feel like I don't know. To me,
I think
Wiggins doesn't
current-
affect the game as much as
To
at
me,
least
current
what I
Harrison
remember.
Barnes is better than Andrew Wiggins ever was.
To say that again.
Current Harrison Barnes is better than Andrew Wiggins ever was.
Oh my! And I'm not gonna lie. I have not paid attention to Harrison Barnes
Because
this
even
season at all.
Harrison Barnes really like became a much more complete player on the Mavs, right? And he's still like a contributor to the Kings. Like the thing is now he's like he's a power forward as opposed to playing 3 before. Andrew Wiggins, all he does is get buckets on bad teams. He's just a purely empty stat. He will not help you. He stopped playing defense.
Yep.
He came in as a defensive stopper.
Bro.
Everyone knows the clip
Yeah,
of him
that's
guarding Harden
man.
his rookie year. Stop playing defense. Same thing with Karl Anthony Towns.
Him fouling Bradley Beal a few weeks ago on the 3-pointer that ended up tying. That gave him the
Disgusting.
win
Yeah,
when they
bro.
were up 3 with like 5 seconds left. I'm just sitting there like, there's no way. There's no way people were capping for this man as a defensive stalwart on
Also,
Twitter.
Sheesh.
And now he's fouling Bradley
Also-
Beal on a 3.
Also, teams, if you play against a team and you're up by 3, please foul.
Foul. Please foul.
Please.
It's a PSA.
Please foul.
Public service announcement.
Please foul.
Mavs game?
Like, bro, Knicks Pelicans the other night. Like, yo, please foul. What Nets Wizards earlier in the season. Like, yo, I think it's just so much numerous examples of it
Shout
at
out
this
Grayson
point.
Allen.
You know what I'm saying? Just please foul. That's it.
Oh, yeah, was it? Oh no, you guys were only up. They were only up 2. Right?
No, we were down more, but we scored, and then Grayson Allen missed 2 free throws.
So
then,
bum.
Yeah.
But
So they were up 2 at that point.
Hola, Bozito.
But yeah, no. Please foul because
floater from the 3.
It's a lot. It's a lot harder for a team for it to go drastically bad than.
It was so grimy.
Yeah, that was a fake
I was
shot.
literally laughing. Like I was like,
Bro.
what the fuck?
That's
some
all you
shit-
can
yeah,
do.
you
Like
can't-
if I
you
was a
can't laugh.
Memphis Grizzlies fan, I'd probably
I
like,
would have
yeah,
no,
like,
I would have been
what?
tight.
Like what is
because
this?
they were winning most of the game. We took the lead back. When we lost the lead, like they had every opportunity to win that game. Like it bums.
Yeah, man.
It feels so good when you steal a win. When you won a game that you know you
Oh,
shouldn't
and you
have
steal
won.
and win. Stealing wins
Oh,
is fun.
stealing wins
And then we
is
get
so
blown out by
great.
the Pelicans because we're a bad team.
Yeah.
I used to love that in lacrosse when I know we were playing a better team than us, and somehow it's a 1-goal game in like the last period, and somehow we sneak out, and I'm like, we didn't deserve that shit at all.
Yeah, that never happened to us. But I understand. I understand the concept though.
We brought it close a couple times.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
yeah.
no
Hey,
cigar.
man.
No cigar.
It is what it is. It's okay.
Yeah.
Close but no cigar.
Yes.
That's what Anthony Davis is with his injuries coming back close
Is he?
Dude,
Dude,
within
I
the
don't
next
know.
few
We'll
weeks,
see.
within the next
Yeah.
few days.
Yeah,
I
well,
stopped
close,
caring about the Lakers
but no cigar.
when they come back from injuries because again, it's one of those I don't care what seed they are as long as they're in the playoffs.
Yeah,
And my
but-
thing is like, them motherfuckers gonna come back with the playoffs, and that's it. That's
Is
pretty
there
much
any
it.
team that if the Lakers drop to the play-in, is there any team that you could see that could knock them out?
I say the Clippers, but it's just
Clippers wouldn't be in the play.
They wouldn't be in the play-in.
Oh, the
No,
play-in,
if the Lakers drop to the seventh, anything lower than seven. Yeah, seven.
In one game, who could just cook them in one game?
Who could?
I'd say the only person I put my
Damn.
money on is the Warriors.
That kind of makes it a little
Um,
interesting though,
I feel
because
like-
one game like that.
One game.
Yeah, it would have to either be honestly just the Warriors or the Mavs, just because of Luca. And
all you
Luka's
need,
done it.
I would
One
say
game?
all you need
Yeah.
is Steph to just go off like he did against the
Yeah.
Sixers.
Wow.
So you need one game.
That's so crazy.
But then again, like the fucking Warriors role players are really that bad.
I know they are.
Like they're that bad.
But
that,
then
like,
again,
they have-
you just need one
Oh,
game.
absolutely.
You just
But
need-
my thing is, Steph can drop 60 and they can still lose.
And I was
They
gonna
can't-
say-
and
That's the thing.
I agree. Shit, he might have to score 82.
That's
Well,
why. That's why I say like I feel like it has to be the Mavs on their greatest day ever. But it's either them or the Warriors, just because Steph has the game breaker ability. But one, Luca has that, and also Porzingis is still going to give you 18
I'm about
at
to say,
least.
and let's be honest, like
No
if you have
other
LeBron
Warrior
James in the
role.
playoffs, more likely than not you're gonna win.
Yeah,
but at
but-
the same time,
in a 7-game series. Yeah,
in the 7 games, exactly 7 game series, but one game.
Nah, I feel like LeBron in a single elimination game would he would look at Anthony Davis and be like, I
Well,
don't need to give you the ball.
if you look- if
I
you-
literally don't need to give you the ball, and I
Yeah.
will win this game
And
myself.
the thing
you
about
know who I
LeBron, the thing about LeBron is you look at that's something that's measured over a very large sample size. Like you see LeBron in elimination games, and this man, like he's just different,
Yeah.
bro. Ever since he was down against the Celtics in 2012,
Bum-ass
and he
Celtics.
came back, I'm telling you, like that, him in elimination games is just
The fucking RDC wrote, I'm gonna tell you how trash you are, and I will read off each of your names individually. That's what I fucking do. But yeah,
Oh,
it's
man.
is one thing. But that's the thing. Like I've seen Luka do it against the Lakers before, so that's why I say the only teams that I feel are gonna play and have a real chance are those two. And my thing is just Zion has been stopped on too many occasions. So.
I think
Also,
it's-
Zion's shoes are ugly, by the way.
I feel like it's getting hard to make a good shoe now.
I disagree.
Like,
I mean,
all right.
but I mean,
but who's a
Yeah,
new
but
who's a new
My thing
guy
is-
that has a new
My
shoe
thing is
that's
they
been
had
good?
to make it just mad brolic because Zion because
They
Zion
just
has
added
torn
the-
through Nikes already.
They just added. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did have to do that. They added the strap back on KD's joints. I didn't mind the KD 15.
Right, but that's my question, right? Outside
Yeah.
of like the people that we know, right? So Harden's, Kyrie's, KD's, who else?
Dame.
Dames, right? What other newer guy, I guess, within the past 5 years that has gotten his own sneaker?
Donovan Mitchell sneakers are nice.
I only liked the Spider-Man colorway. Everything else, I was like, eh.
No, they definitely got some nice
All
ones.
right,
Like they did
so we'll give you Donovan.
Day of the Dead pack.
Mhm.
Pretty tough.
All right, we'll give you that. Anybody? Because like
No one else has had.
I don't.
This is like
I,
outside-
I,
after
never,
Donovan,
I
no
never
one-
liked Steph shoes. I'm not.
After
I ain't gonna lie.
Donovan, no one new got their own pair of shoe. Everyone else just got colorways.
so has it just been colorways this whole time?
Yes.
No, like so nobody's gotten like a
Donovan
signature.
was the last like young person to get a signature on a
Yeah,
major
signature.
brand.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so Zion getting
Nah.
it.
Well.
Yeah.
Lamelo, but
He
I don't
does-
think his Pumas didn't come out yet. I don't think.
Yeah, are they named after him?
Yeah, he got
All
a
right,
whole.
so they didn't come out yet.
yeah,
then.
yeah.
So
Let's
that's
say
it.
but he got the endorsement though. But his shit didn't come out.
Him
So you-
getting his own pair is a little wild considering they have someone else bigger. Who doesn't
What, on
have
Puma?
their own pair. Oh, Joel Embiid got a pair not too long ago. He got his signature pair on Under Armour. But
Did he?
they look like big man shoes. Yeah.
Big man
Kawhi's
shoes.
no, they look straight. Exactly. That's what Zion's look. Zion's
Oh
look
yeah,
like
Kawhi had
ugly-
his shoe right.
Zion look
Last,
like if you're
rocking-
fat, get a pair of Zion ones. Also, again, another mismanagement of Jordan Brand with
my
Luka.
Wait,
This
time
is
out. Are
wild.
Zion's gonna become the new? What was it? The one LeBron sneaker that
Zoom
every
soldiers?
that
You
every
had Zoom soldiers.
No, not those. No, I mean the ones from when he went to Miami. The ones that are like
South
lime,
Beaches?
the lime green one.
Oh, the
neon-
Preheats?
I think so.
No, you're either talking about the
No.
Preheats
To
or
me,
South
I
Beaches.
feel like the big I feel like LeBron's really became big man shoes with the 11s. I
Yeah,
feel like the 11s
because
every fucking
Every fat nigga
nines,
had
it.
yeah, but the LeBron nines, those were the best. Those were the best
Yeah.
LeBrons. Those were the
For
ones
sure,
that
for
everybody, because you got the South
with
Beach
the Big Bang fucking pack. That pack was
Period.
arguably
I just
the
remember it
greatest
because
LeBron.
it was-
LeBron nines, KD fours, Kyrie threes,
Kyrie threes are fire.
Kyrie threes.
I like most of
The
the
one-
Kyrie shoes.
have you seen-
Those are the best. Those are for them three. Those are their best shoes. And for Kobe's the sevens and eights. I like
The
those.
Kyrie's that's black with the I think it's like the Halloween style. The
Zoom
black with like
Kobe
the slime green. It's
Mm-hmm.
just fire.
And those shoes all have one thing in common.
Nike.
It's tough.
And speaking of Nike, y'all see the
Yep.
stuff with Kobe and Nike and his estate?
Yeah,
I just heard they didn't re-up. What's the story behind it? Vanessa didn't want to re-up on like
They want to go because it was remember back when they kind of took off all the Kobe stuff when he first died,
Yeah.
and that was a
Mm-hmm.
whole big thing. So I think and then there was also a thing that came out where they weren't having it available in kid sizes, a lot of his gear and stuff like that when they
Not
were
surprised.
yeah. So I think it's been like just a lot of bad blood building up between Kobe's estate and Nike, and then I guess when it was time to re-up, Vanessa was just like, nah.
She was like, nah.
I know she released a
blame her.
statement the other day, but damn, I mean, you talk about really an ender of an era. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm
like,
saying.
Yeah.
Kobe and Nike is like synonymous. Like,
But
There's a lot of reasons I
lot-
don't like Nike, y'all.
One of the go ahead, and even so, like it's crazy to think about that. Kobe actually was an Adidas athlete at one point in his career.
That was his first- that was his first
Adidas has
shoe, right?
constantly fumbled. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Crazy Eights. That's Kobe's shoe.
hey.
Adidas has constantly fumbled the bag with athletes, so that's why I'm not surprised.
Well, I would say
um,
American, because Adidas is still huge.
I mean, it's
No,
a large-
Adidas
it's a-
is
it's a-
Adidas
it's
is
a-
the biggest company outside of the U.S.
Yeah,
outside
like,
But I
because
mean,
there's
with their
soccer and
basketball
stuff.
athletes,
Oh, basketball,
yeah,
yes.
they've considered considering the fact that they didn't get Jordan, and we learned that in the Last Dance. But part of the reason was the organization itself was in a mess at that time. I'll give it a pass. But Kobe, LeBron,
LeBron James.
yeah, like LeBron was supposed to be on Adidas.
What did,
But like that's the thing though is like
Like
Nike
fumbling, they
is
didn't give him
synonymous-
the fucking money, dog. That's what it came down to.
well even
LeBron
aside-
had a Powerade sponsor, dog.
He did have a power
Come on.
sponsor.
He did.
You know what? You're right. That's a good point. But I will say that I think everybody just not let me not say everybody because obviously like niggas like Donovan Mitchell, niggas like LaMelo, niggas like Dame. They'll take the bread elsewhere, but for the most part, you ask any regular athlete in the United States, they all want to wear Nike. Nike's the shit. And it's been
Yeah, and the large reason is because of their big three for basketball and out Jordan, Kobe, and then LeBron.
Yep.
So my thing is, two of those, Kobe was already an Adidas athlete. They didn't re-up, and Adidas didn't offer LeBron enough money.
Yeah.
That's what it came down to.
and I guess also
Like, come on,
also
fumble
Nike
in the bag.
Yeah, and
There
Nike
isn't.
yeah.
This is words from both of them saying,
Yep.
motherfuckers didn't give me the money.
That's a fact.
Fumble in the bag, dog.
That's just you know what I'm saying.
And now Adidas pays a lot, so that they learned because when it came to Harden, they
Well-
gave him the motherfucking bag.
Well, oh yeah, actually, and Harden's shoe. When we worked at Adidas, Harden's shoe was also fought with.
And
yeah.
Derrick Rose getting hurt
Rose.
is what really crippled Adidas' basketball. Adidas almost got rid of basketball.
I was gonna say, but do you think it has anything to do with the fact that basketball has always, any other sport aside from soccer, has always been second fiddle?
I mean,
to
but the
Adidas?
thing is that Nike basketball wasn't really even a huge thing until Michael Jordan, and that's another thing we learned in the Last Dance. Because before Jordan, the two biggest basketball players, obviously Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, they was both Converse.
Yeah, it was Converse and then Adidas.
Yeah.
Top tens.
And then after Jordan, the next like crazy ass what's it called? Nike athletes, Pippen, Barkley, Hardaway.
The pennies.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, and I mean, like, in the time, you might not think of that as a crazy like big four for Nike, but you look back, like, yo, those are some.
of the most iconic
at the
sneakers.
time, those guys were huge.
like those are some of the most iconic shoes that's ever came out.
yeah.
And
Deion.
then, yeah,
Yeah.
But that's my thing with Adidas fumbling the bag on that. But
Yep.
like, yo, even like Mavs Twitters, they've been very angry about it for a while, but they're also not that into sneakers. But yeah, no. Either way, Jordan's been mismanaging Luka considerably because one, not only have they not given him like colorways like that, you know, he had that one that came out, but like I understand Zion getting his own shoe, completely understand. I also understand if you don't want to give Luka his own shoe at that point, but you can't say Zion's done more on the court than Luka. One, two, Luka should at least have more like of his own colorways, and the fact that they weren't originally, he was in the top models. Like it was him, Tatum, Zion. They were all wearing the top Jordan Brand models. Like, you know, Zion had the colorways for the 28, I want to say. Can't not 28s. I'm smacked. 33s, I think.
Yeah, I don't know about.
Anyway.
I'm like the last person you should ask about sneakers.
It's all right.
Justin's like,
But my thing is
Numbers, yes, numbers.
it's just a complete mismanage of it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Where it's
nah.
like I saw somebody were like, all right, Zion just got his, and they're ugly. But it's like Luka shit, but he can't jump ship. Good thing he didn't sign a big ass contract. But I wish he was able to get in that LeBron thing. I don't know if you heard, like LeBron was like he wanted Luka to be his first LeBron brand athlete, which would have been perfect.
would have been tough.
Yeah.
Well, hey man. Well,
Luka's a Ute, so maybe his second contract will come around.
It's very possible.
Third for him,
Very possible.
technically.
Hey, man.
like I said, that's gonna do it here on this edition of Saratoga Sports Podcast. This is episode 86. I'd like to thank our sponsors once again. Matt behind the boards, always making us sound really well.
Is he a sponsor if we pay him?
Shout out, Regrown Recordings.
We're his sugar daddy.
Regrown Recording.
The Saratoga
Plural,
Sports
daddies.
Card is funding Matt Barber.
Taco Bell keeping me satisfied after I leave from here. Athletes Unlimited, shout out you. Tower Records, the Yankees, the Nets, Funko Pops, and yeah. Anything else to add?
Are you ever gonna plug our actual socials? Because you said it. You were like, follow us on the socials. Didn't say it.
Inserts invisible social media.
Saratoga Sports. Oh shit! I don't know.
Annotation. Right?
I don't know it all. No. I don't
Show
know.
us you're on
Dude,
the
that's
pod, but not
literally-
really on the pod.
Exactly.
I'm just here so I won't get fined. All right.
Yo, shout out Marshawn Lynch, man.
Yeah,
But,
literally the socials are at Saratobi Sports on
Okay.
Instagram and Twitter.
That's
Yeah,
easy.
say it with some
YouTube,
confidence next
yeah,
week,
the
Justin.
Saratobi Sports YouTube channel.
That's easy enough to remember.
And on TikTok is also at Saratobi Sports.
Yeah. Yeah.
You bum.
That's okay.
He's a bum.
Do you want to do your plugs in the meantime, or do you want
So
to
yeah, you can
circle
follow
back
me.
around?
You can follow me at
Fucking who's this
J
guy?
underscore Thomas
New
underscore
guy over
24.
here.
Yeah, new guy. Man.
Haters. That's it. That's all I'm plugging. Nematodes are people too. Derek Chauvin, rest in piss.
Yeah, fuck that dude. You guys can follow me at Offended Narwhal on Twitter. Definitely go follow the socials. Look out. There will be a lot of TikToks, especially from last week's episode. If you did not listen to that, you guys are missing out because that was a doozy. Go check that out and watch the show with us because this shit is hilarious.
True.
Yeah.
The phrase of the week is "fuck you, pay me." Black Lives Matter. Y'all can follow me on the Instagrams, Worldwide West
Hurry up
underscore
and come
11.
back to Twitter. It's such a more fun place.
Yeah, you know, I'm easing my way back into social media.
Are you done?
I'm done.
You could have acknowledged it in some way. You didn't see the order was all different today?
I mean, you kind of got me up, but
Yeah, then you just wrap it up.
I mean, wrap it up.
Yeah,
Then.
working with working with some professionals here. We'll catch y'all next week.
I got ice in my veins. Walk like a champion, champion, champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I fear nobody. Ain't no letting down, I won't let you down. 'Cause I got ice in my veins. I talk like a champion, like a champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I'm so cold-blooded.